We're here in San Dimas, California, downtown off of Bonita Avenue in Old Town, just east of the North 57 freeway. We're here today for the wine pickup party at the San Dimas Wine Shop and Tasting Room. So let's go in and see what wines Heidi has selected for her wine club members today.
Hi buddy, how are you?
Good, hi Heidi. I can't wait to see what you've selected for the wine club members on this weekend for their wine pickup party. So let's get started.
Wonderful, absolutely. Well, we have 3 different levels. So the first one is the all white, and I've made 3 selections, 2 from France and 1 from Lodi. We're starting off with the Picpoul Panay. This is one of the wines that you would find if you were sitting in a bistro in France. You pay a couple euros for this. I call this quaffing wine. It's wet, refreshing. It's got some nice fruit notes, but it's low in acid, and it's so drinkable. So when you're in France, summertime, or in your backyard, this is an absolutely wonderful wine. I use this often when I'm gardening. It's hot, I'm thirsty, or after golf. It's wonderful. Nice fruit, but very soft, easy drinking. Second, we're moving on to the Urbanite Cellars. This is the Verdejo, and this actually comes from the region of Lodi. It's a Spanish varietal, and this has got a little more stone fruit notes to it, a little bit higher acidity, which makes it a wonderful food wine. Great with seafood, chicken, a lighter fare. So this is another one of those wines that's absolutely perfect for springtime. Spain has a Mediterranean climate, as do we, so that's why this grape varietal does so well. And I just love the nose on this. It's so floral and fruit forward. And again, there's that bright acidity. Last, we are on to our Little James Basket Press, and this is a fun little wine, quite a sense of humor. 50% Viognier, 50% Sauvignon Blanc. The Viognier gives it a floral nose and a little bit of floral character on the palate. Again, almost a creamier texture to it. It's very mouth-filling, nice and refreshing. I wanted to stay away from Chardonnay on this particular tasting and really showcase wines that were perfect for spring. Wonderful. Cheers. Well, the next level is the Swirl and Sip, and it's mostly red, but in the last 2.5 years we've only ever offered one red, and that was a sparkling wine for Christmas time. We're starting off, we're going to Italy. This comes from the heart of Tuscany. This is 100% Sangiovese. Absolutely fabulous. This is definitely a more sophisticated Chianti. I know a lot of people are used to the basket that you get in the Italian restaurant, and that's not a very savory version of Sangiovese, but this one's absolutely wonderful. Lots of dried fruit and herb on the palate and on the nose. There's some nice structural integrity to this wine. It's got some nice tannin, soft tannins though, velvety on the finish, and just a wonderful pizza pasta wine. You can also serve this one with red meat. To the Zinfandel from Paso Robles. This is Christian Lazo's, very small producer, husband and wife team. I absolutely love their wines. If you're ever in Paso Robles, you should stop in downtown and say hello to them. This is what I would consider to be a big, jammy fruit bomb. He does fairly high alcohol wines with a lot of fruit. Even though the alcohol's high, you really don't taste the heat of the alcohol. You just get all that abundance of fruit. Zinfandel has a natural spice character to it that we love. Makes it a perfect barbecue wine, and we really like this one here at the shop. I think this one would even go well with chocolate. Last, we're moving on to the Keenan. This is a special wine. It's their 30th anniversary special. Cabernet Sauvignon, and this is classic Cabernet from Napa Valley. Black cherry, plum, cassis, a little bit of toasted oak. The nose on this is, ooh, an abundance of blackberry. I absolutely love it. This one begs for a nice grilled ribeye.
Now we're moving to the top of your wine club selection, and these are wines that you really spent some time choosing. Am I not right?
Absolutely. The thing that's unique about the wine club is we feature wines that we've never had on the floor before or new vintage. So I'm always looking for the best of the best because I want my wine club members to be happy with our selection. We're starting off on the Artisan Series with the T.R. Elliott Cuesta Pinot Noir. This is all Russian River Valley, an area that's known for producing amazing Pinot Noir. More of a Burgundian style, lighter, showcasing red raspberry. So it's more of a feminine style Pinot Noir, and it's wonderful. It's all about the raspberry and just that hint of oak to round it out. I love this wine. Spectacular. Another wine that you can actually serve with white meat, whether it be chicken, roast turkey, or even salmon. This is wonderful. Now we're moving on to the Toucan wines, and this one was very interesting for me. It comes from Contra Costa, 120-year-old Carignan vines, and I thought the label was a little funky for the wine club. It's, dare I say, not the most sophisticated label, but the wine was so amazing I absolutely had to buy it for wine club. This has got so much weight and depth to it that you want to have some hearty soup, stew, red meat, veal, or even wild game with this wine. Lots of berry fruit on the nose, and it's just super heavy. It's definitely a fuller bodied wine. Perfect. Lastly, we're moving on to the Caravan. This is a second label for Dariouche Winery out of Napa Valley. This is a Bordeaux style blend. It's got 4 of the Bordeaux varietals in here. And Dariouche is definitely a premium winery doing limited production, very high-end wines. And because this is the second label, it's a more affordable alternative to their first label wines. It also gives the winemaker a little bit of flexibility in what they're doing with the wines. And we tasted this last week, and I actually bumped another wine and brought this in for a wine club because it was that good. Lots of black cherry notes on this, both on the nose and the palate, and a little more tannin structure. Absolutely delicious. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope to see you very soon at the wine shop. Cheers.